Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Hi everybody, nice to see you. Welcome to my home. I was just thinking of going through and practicing some of my songs that I'm going to be singing at my Passover Seder. And I thought that I would welcome you all into my home so that we could practice together. So why don't you gather your family so that everybody could sit and everybody could learn together. So I have some special things that I've put out so that I could show you. I'm not going to do a Passover Seder, but I'm going to explain a lot of the things that we're going to have in our Passover Seder. And some of the things that I've set up so that we could all see it together. So, let me start by showing you my table. I have a beautiful table here that has a Seder plate. It's a special plate. It actually belonged to my mom and dad. And on it are some special things that I'll tell you all about as we go on. I have candles and my Kiddush cup. And I have a beautiful matzah cover right here. Hold on, let me get it. The matzah cover. This also belonged to my mom and dad on a special matzah plate. And I have my special Elijah's cup, which we'll talk about later. This is over 100 years old. It belonged to my grandfather. So I like to put special things out, different than the regular and day. And this is special for Passover. I also have a Haggadah. There are many different kinds. You might have made one. There's several different kinds that you could read from, but they all tell the story. Look, I wore my shirt that says, I need a Haggadah. I did that for you. So we're going to practice some songs. We're going to sing along together. This is not me singing for you. We're going to all sing together. So that way we can all practice together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to light the candles. I'm not really going to light them, but I'm going to tell you about it. Because if you go to Shabbat, when you celebrate Shabbat, you hear a special melody. The special melody for lighting the candles goes like this. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. You know that melody, right? That's the melody that we sing for Shabbat. And at the end, we say, Shel Shabbat. But this isn't Shabbat. This is Passover. So the melody is a little bit different. The words are the same in Hebrew. But it ends with, instead of Shel Shabbat, we end with Veshel Yom Tov. Also for the holidays, for the good day. That's what that means. So the melody is a little different. It's actually called the Nusach. When the melody changes for a holiday, it's called the Nusach. So the Nusach for Passover goes like this. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Yom Tov. And that's actually the melody for the Kiddush and for the matzah and for the karpas and for the washing of the hands. Anytime you have to say a blessing during your Passover Seder, that's the melody that you could use. So, all right, so we talked about the melody, the nusach for the Seder. So we also have something called, it's called Kadesh or Chatz. And what that means is that there's a special order. The word Seder means order. That means we have to do things in a certain order, like you know how your day goes. So the Seder goes a special way. You can't do the things at the end before you do the things at the beginning. So it's called Kadesh or Chatz. And there are several different melodies. This is the melody that I know, that I grew up with. So it goes like this, Kadesh or Chatz, the order of the Seder. Kadesh or Chatz, Karpas Yachatz, Magid Raksa, Motzi Matzah, Maror Korech, Shulchan Orech, Tzafun Barech, Halel Nirtza. Kadesh or Chatz, the order of the Seder. Very nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you my beautiful Seder plate. And there are lovely things on my Seder plate, lots of different things, different from a regular dinner plate that you might have at your house. And we're going to sing a song called the Seder Plate Song. Now what I need you to do is I need you to sing this for me. It goes like this. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Pesach. Pesach is how you say Passover in Hebrew. Pesach. So, you ready? And I'll tell you all the things that are on my Seder plate. Ready? For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Okay, so the first thing I have on my Seder plate is a piece of parsley. Actually, on my Seder plate I have celery. You could use celery or a green vegetable, but you could use parsley also. So this is for springtime. Can you put up one finger? Parsley green, number one. That's 'cause springtime has begun. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Good. All right, now charoset. Charoset is made with apples, walnuts, cinnamon, and wine. You don't have to put the walnuts in if you don't want to, but I like to. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. I have an apple on my Seder plate to show you the charoset. Can you say charoset? Charoset is number two. Sweet like freedom, good for you. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. All right, number three is called maror. Maror actually comes in a jar. You keep it in the refrigerator, but if you taste it, it's bitter. Bitter means it's kind of spicy. I wouldn't take a big gigantic spoonful, although some people like to do that. But I could put a little teeny tiny taste on my tongue. It's a little tiny bit bitter. You might want to try it. That's number three. Ready? Put up three fingers. Maror is number three. Bitter herb for slavery. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Very nice. Number four is the shank bone. The shank bone. They had to put the lamb's blood on the doors, over the door, so that God knew to protect the Jewish people. So you can have a bone on your Seder plate. It goes like this. Number four, shank bone is number four. Lamb's blood markings on our door. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Very nice. Oh, we have a roasted egg. Roasted egg, that's number five. It reminds us of life. Roasted egg, number five. It's so good to be alive. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. So on my Seder plate, there's another spot for the maror. Some Seder plates don't have it, but I do. So we're going to sing one more verse about the maror. Maror has another spot on the plate. The Hillel sandwich sure tastes great. For it's Pesach now, that's how we celebrate. That's what's on our Seder plate. Very nice. All these great things on our Seder plate. All right. So, I told you about the charoset. The charoset, that's the apples, walnuts, cinnamon, and wine. Sometimes if you want, you could just put apples, cinnamon, and grape juice. That's okay also. I like to put walnuts in, but you don't have to. And I like to put wine in mine, but you don't have to. So, let's do this. Take your bowl. You have to take your apple, peel your apple, chop your apple into little tiny pieces, put it in the bowl. Now I take my walnuts, they come in a can or a bag, shake them, or actually they come in a shell. And you have to crack them open, but I buy the one that comes in a bag. And you shake them into the bowl, and some cinnamon. Cinnamon, I like to take my cinnamon and go shake, 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 shake. shake the cinnamon in, and you have to pour some wine in. Not too much, a little bit of wine. Good. All right, you ready? So we're going to take our bowl, and we're going to take our choppers, and we're going to go chop, 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 chop. Ready? Make charoset, chop, chop, chop. Apples, nuts, and cinnamon. Add some wine, taste so fine. Make charoset, chop, chop, chop. Now, I don't think there's even really a recipe for charoset. I think you just have to taste it. So give it a little taste. I think mine needs a little more apples. What do you think about yours? Ready? I'm going to put some more apples in mine. Here we go. Make charoset, chop, chop, chop. Apples, nuts, and cinnamon. Add some wine, taste so fine. Make charoset, chop, chop, chop. Delicious. Now, I know people who make their charoset lots and lots of different ways. Sometimes they put in raisins and dates and just a few apples. Some people put in honey. I don't know how you make it at your house, but I make it with apples, walnuts, cinnamon, and wine. Very nice. So the next thing we're going to do now is something that's very, very, very important. This is called the 4 questions. You're going to actually hear the number 4 a lot in your Passover Seder. It's a very important number. We drink 4 cups of wine. We have the 4 questions. There were 4 children that we talk about. So you're going to hear the number 4. Can you count to 4? Help me go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do with you now what is called the 4 questions. And the youngest child in the family is supposed to ask the 4 questions. I don't know if you know that or not, but they're supposed to ask the 4 questions. And I'll explain the questions as we go on. Now, I know some of you have younger brothers and sisters who can't do it, so it might be your job to say it. In my family, we ask all the children to say it. Sometimes we ask the younger one to say it also. I'm not the youngest one, and I still get to say it, so I want everybody to learn it. So there's really one main question. The one main question is, why is this night different from all the other nights? Think about all the other nights that you have in your home all the time. On all of the nights, we do different things. On this night, it's something very special, okay? This night is different from the other nights. So it goes like this. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol haleilot mikol haleilot shebechol haleilot anu ochlim chametz umatzah chametz umatzah halayla hazeh kulo matzah halayla hazeh kulo matzah. On all of the nights we eat all kinds of bread. On this night we only eat the matzah. Here comes question number 2. Question number 2. On all of the nights we eat all kinds of herbs. On this night, we only eat the bitter herbs. That's the maror. Ready? Let's hear if there's a special word that you're going to hear and recognize. You ready? Shebechol halelot anu ochlim she'ar yirakot she'ar yirakot halayla halayla hazeh maror maror halayla hazeh maror maror. Did you hear that word? Maror, the bitter herbs. Here comes question number 3. Shebechol halelot ein anu matbilim afilu pa'am echad afilu pa'am echad halayla hazeh shed Te'efe'amim. On all of the nights, we do not dip our vegetables once. On all of the night, on this night, we dip them twice. All of the nights, we don't really even dip them. On this night, we dip them twice. Once into the maror, the spicy bitter, and once into salt water. The salt water reminds us of the tears that the slaves cried for a long time. Here comes question number 4. Shebechol halele anu ochlim ben yoshvinu vein misubim ben yoshvinu vein misubim halayla hazeh halayla hazeh kulanu misubim halayla hazeh halayla hazeh kulanu misubim. On all of the nights we sit either straight or reclining, but on this night we all recline. We all make ourselves comfortable. I even have some puppets over here that show me about the matzah and the bread and the karpas, dipping it in the salt water, and the vegetables and the maror, the bitter herbs, and leaning back on the couch, resting comfortably. So that is the 4 questions